Okay, let's discuss on the static variable. See, the variable which is declared inside the class and outside the method with static modifier is called static variable. Okay, so the variable which is declared inside the class outside the method is instance variable. But the variable declared inside the class and outside the method at the same time with a static modifier. Okay, a keyword static will be there in this with static modifier. Then it is called static variable. So here is an example here where class and test is a class name. Here integer a is equal to 10 and integer b is equal to 30. This is called instance variable. Again, integer c is equal to 200, integer d is equal to 400. A variable declaration happened here. See, this is instance variable, but when there is a keyword static added in the front, then this particular variable is going to be a static variable. Again, this is declared inside the class and outside the method. But a variable declared inside a method is always a local variable. So hope you are clear in this. See, what is the actual responsibility of JVM? So JVM will check the dot class file. So whenever you are comparing your dot Java file, it's going to produce a dot class file. No, that dot class file is very important. That will be executed by the JVM. So Java virtual machine, that is JVM, will check for the dot class file is available. If it is available, it will load the dot class file in the memory, that is RAM. Okay, and then it will call the main method of the main class. So the main method, in which class the main method is present, that is called main class. And then it will call the main method. From there only everything is happening. No, object creation is happening, followed by the all other functions, sorry, all other methods is called in the main method. So this is the responsibility of JVM. One is loading all the dot class file in the RAM and then calling the main method. Here, when the memory is allocated to the static variable, why I talked about the JVM responsibility is here a key point is when the memory is allocated to the static variable. Static variable memory allocated when JVM loads dot class file into the memory. Static variable memory allocated when JVM loads dot class file into the memory and before calling the main method. That is the point here. Okay, static variable memory is allocated when JVM loads dot class file into the memory and before calling the main method. So this is the situation where memory is allocated to the static variable. What is the scope of the static variable? Inside the class, anywhere I can use a static variable. Okay. So again, the memory where it is stored is a non-heap memory. These are all the key things you should know about the static variable. And another important thing is static variable access. We can access a static variable using three ways. One is by using the class name. One is by using the object reference variable. Another one is directly also we can access a static variable. So what this diagram is talking about? A static variable or a static method can be accessed in the static area and instance area. In static area and instance area, both the places we can access the static variable and static method using the class name. This is one kind of see, generally most of the people are following the same thing. So they will say it's a coding best practice. Okay, static variable and static method will be accessed using the class name. It's the best practice. But actual fact is we can also access a static variable and static method using reference object as well as direct access also possible in the static area. So see here the example. So class name, a variable declared here, and the keyword is static. Here the main method is there. Okay, here system.out.println test is the class name. A is a variable can be directly accessed using the class name. System.out.println A, that is directly also we can access the variable. This is the second way. And you create an object here for this class, test class. T is a reference variable, that is object name. New is a keyword responsible for creating the object, and this is a constructor. Okay, so this is test. T reference variable is equal to new keyword for creating the object, and this is a constructor. This is the actual step for creating the object. Why I creating the object? Using this object t dot a, I can able to access the static variable. So the static variable can be accessed using these three ways. Okay, using the class direct access and also through object reference variable access also possible. So let us have a small discussion on this practically. So actually seeing there is a class here. So here it has two variables declared inside. Okay. So let us create a main method here. Public static void main string array args. Okay. So you know very well this is a static area. Hmm? So I'm using a system.out.println and I'm trying to access the variable directly. Okay, a plus b. Is this possible? Definitely. System dot not error is the wrong one. System dot out dot println. Okay, this is one way. This is one way of accessing the static variable. This is one way, and there is another way. That is system dot out dot println using the class name. That is test dot a plus test dot b. This is another way of accessing the static variable. This is also possible, and there is one more way. I mean, you have to create an object, right? So test t. See, note it. I'm creating an object only in the main method every time. Use the keyword and the constructor. This whole step is for object creation. Okay, this whole step is for object creation. Once the object is created, you can see t. Okay, wait. Object is created. Fine. Now system dot out of println t dot a t dot a plus t dot b. So this is also possible. So for a static variable inside a static area, okay, not access, you can use the class name directly, or you can directly access using the variable, or you can even create an object and you can access. Let's see how it's work. Control S. Okay, so Java C test.java. This is for compiling the code. So compiled without any error. And you notice that for this one class, the class dot class file is created. Okay. Now we have to run this Java. The dot class file name is tester. You see, everything is possible, right? The first one, second one, third one, all three output you got here. And let us do one thing. Inside the same class, I'm creating a method. Okay, let it be an instant method. This is not a static method, it's an instant method. Even in the insert method, the static variable can be accessed. Okay, Control S, saving. Once again, I am compiling. Java C, Java C, test.java. Compiled Java tester. You're getting only the same three output. The mistake I have done here is I didn't call this method. I didn't call this method in the main method. See, because main method only JVM is going to execute. So inside that, whatever you are putting in the main method will be executed. But I have to call, no. For calling this insert method, I need the object. So t dot m1 method I have to call. Then only this m1 method will be called and is executed. Fine. Now I will compile Java C test dot Java, Java test. Now you see the output. You got the four output, right? One, two, three, and the fourth one is from the instance method. So even in the instance method also, in the instance area also, you can access the static variable using this same thing here, test using this class name. So whenever deals with static variable, even in a static area or an instance area, you know this is an instance area, you know this is static area. Best practice is to always use the class name for accessing the static variable and static method. Okay, I'm just showing other options also where you can access directly. You will be surprised to see this if I give a direct access to the instance variable. Okay, it's an instance area. In instance area, direct access for static variable is not possible actually, but it making it possible. Let's check this. Okay, so I told that static variable can be accessed in a static area using this class name. In instance area using this class name. But in static area, we have other option direct access as well as object reference variable. But I am trying to make a direct access in the instance variable. Let's see what's happening. Java C tested on Java. See compile, there is no error. When I gave Java test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you see this time 5? The first three output got, and the next two output also we got. So what is the reason that in an instance area a static variable can be directly accessed? What is the reason? It can be directly accessed if it is in the same class. It can be directly accessed if it is in the same class. I didn't create a separate class for this instance method. Okay, if I create a separate class for the instance method, then it is not possible.